All right, so we are back and picking up where we left off in the build. We are on sheet 2 of 3, and then this is our second wall section that we're making. We're just finishing up a little bit of sanding, fitting in these optional fire blocks. There we go, that's nice. And I'm almost out of nails. That's the concerning part about what's happening next. This one, it looks like there's a section missing. Boy, that's really hard to put in at that angle. Okay, great. So this actually has like a little gap that I want to try to address with one block. Cutting something this small, oh, do I already have it? I already have it. Cutting something this small is difficult, but I will say this. Just try to get something in there. I'm going to go straight through, and this is my last of my 2 nails that I have. I used quite a few to hold the drawing down, so I'm just going to pull a couple out so I can finish this piece, and then I'm going to assess the situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need at least 4 nails, so I have 1, 2, 3. I have 3 in my little area. Ah, there's a 4th. There we go. Okay, so I have 4. I have 4 nails, and that should allow me to do the top here. So I am jumping over here. Just let me make sure all the ones on top are in firmly. Anything that makes any type of protrusion, we need to watch out for that. There we go. I'm going to keep my spacer there. Need to sand this just a little bit more. That's 1. That's 2. Let's see what we have as far as this last little piece goes here. Keep a spacer in between those 2, so for alignment. There. cut. Got that in at a weird angle. Trying again. There we go. And there we go. That's going to be it for this wall section. All right. So I like what happened here. This seems really nice. Got everything in. But we're out of nails. So let me take out one of these nail pieces, one of these nails, and then I'll look at that. Let me get my dial. Okay. So this nail is I'm going to take some notes here. 0.0125 diameter. Length. Yes. I take attendance at the end. So let me go over to my computer. Okay, so we're working on the identification of these nails and to see what the dimensions of these nails are so that I can get more nails. I might have some, and of course I'm just taking them out from what's been pinning down my paper, that's been holding down my plans, but just to be clear, if I needed that many nails to hold down my plans, then I'll probably need that many nails to hold down my plans for the next sheet that we're working on. So what I'm trying to assess is what's the size of this nail? I have my dial caliper. There. Length is 0.525 inches. Okay, let's check. I'm going to check my kit from my other class and see if these nails look the same. If they look the same, I'll measure them to see just how close they are. I'm going to grab one now. So here is one of my other nails, and then here's the nail from this class. They look nearly identical. there is a slight difference. And now I got them mixed up. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, let's see what we got here. Okay, that seems like that's the same size. Let me check this one. Yes, they are. They're different. The nail that I'm using in the other kit is this one. And so the difference is this one is from this one's exactly 1/2 inch. And then the diameter might be different also. It's slightly different, but I can't, well, yeah. .021. 0.021. Let me check this other one. I think I wrote down the measurement wrong. 0.025. So this is 0.025. And this one is 0.021 DIA, diameter. I don't see a significant difference in the length of these or the diameter of these. I think I'll be able to use these interchangeably. This is going to give me a lot of flexibility with what happens next. I'm going to quickly transition to using the nails from my other students' project. They gave plenty of nails for that other project. We received nowhere near enough nails, in my opinion, to finish our project. That's concerning because I'll have to distribute more nails. Let's just keep going. So I will just for today use nails from the other kit, and then I will assess what nails need to be purchased to move forward with this project. Very gently pull up, very gently pull up, very gently pull up. Here we go. I'm seeing a nail protruding here. And we want to gently push these nails out. Be really careful. This is where you could poke yourself with these sharp nails. I know it seems like we have more nails now, but these will be used to hold down the other pieces that we're building. No, that's pretty good. Okay, so now that we have this piece and this piece, they look like they go together like this. This is how they go together, which is going to be pretty cool. pretty excited about this. It doesn't go, oh, does it go on the outside? No, it doesn't. It goes like that. Cool. Well, we're getting really close here to just another major milestone. You know, we just finished the second wall. I'm gonna put those off to the side in a nice safe place. I'm gonna remove my nails now that have been holding this in. The paper down to the foam. Okay, this piece is done. So let's get the next sheet. So let's see where sheet 3 is. Okay, so I'm looking at this. This seems like it's on the other side of sheet 3. Sheet 3 is very wide. So, so we're talking about the truss patterns that need 2 each and the gusset patterns. Intersection of interior wall intersecting exterior wall. Okay. This area, well, I don't want to be too confusing, but that area that they're talking about is right here. It's like right here where that happens. Okay, let's see what's going on here in the book. Okay, wall section, window detail, interior wall construction. I think that we're going to be moving to interior wall construction, but then we're going to be looking here. We're definitely not to the truss, the floor, or the subfloor. I think we're on interior wall. This doesn't look, well, so it does have the interior wall here, but what are we really looking at? These are the joists. This is interesting. Since this is sheet 3, I really think we're here, but it wants us to do trusses. Trusses tell me that we're going to like the ceiling. This is confusing. Well, let's go back to the beginning. Whenever I'm confused, I always like to go back to the beginning. So this is the first sheet, and this is the objective doing this. Okay. We see that there's some floor here, and I didn't cut the floor. So I guess we could cut the floor right now. That's definitely something that we need to do. So let's go ahead and do that right now. I didn't start with doing the floor because I thought we should practice the other parts first. Just trying to get enough nails in here to hold it. Okay, I'm going to grab my larger balsa piece. Okay, I see what's happened. So I just walked over to my other section and I'm looking at the bigger blueprints. For those of you who have the bigger blueprints, the bigger pattern, the bigger sheets. Only 1 out of 6 of you, I think, got the bigger sheet like this, and the rest got photocopies. And that's fine, they're all identical, except this I thought was sheet 1 and it stopped there, but that's not true. This whole thing is sheet 1. So I really think this is the next step. And I don't want to spend too much time decoding what the rest of the steps are before I finish sheet 1. So it seems natural that we just finish sheet 1. Okay. So when I look at this piece, wow, I'm seeing it go exactly. This looks exactly like what we need. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to try to get this large one done first. That seems the most critical. And then I'm going to just use my caliper. I know this is cheating a little bit because you don't have this tool, but hopefully the way I do this next part of the project makes sense. I'm aligning everything very carefully and I'm sketching down just a little bit. And I'm sketching up just a little bit. And now it comes down a certain amount, which is this amount. Okay, so that's the intersection we're going to be cutting on. And then how far over does this go? Oh, let me tell you how far this is. This is half an inch down. So this is half an inch. And then this is 1.9. It looks like just a little bit shy of 1.9 inches. So between here and here. 1.9 inches. That's not fractional, so I think that's going to be very difficult, but I think you can convert 0.9 into a fraction. And then from there, then I'm going to go straight down at an angle. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So from here, we're going straight over. And then there's going to be a line that's going directly in between those two. So I'm just going to grab this other piece of wood that I've called the master before, and I'm going to make that is where I'm going. And then this is the other part over there. Okay. That looks pretty good. All right, now cutting this is going to be a little bit more difficult because we are going to be cutting a much larger piece. We're still using our razor, and if you have a piece of cardboard or if you have anything else like the work surface that I've made, if you want to come pick those up, those are here. But really be careful when you're cutting something like this. So I'm applying some pressure here. I'm all the way through. That was quick. This might be good for the box cutter in the toolkit. I'm going to try to do it with the razor blade. So I'm going all the way through, and if it was on cardboard or another piece of wood or something, this would be more ideal because you need to be careful not to cut the table that you're working on. I'm slowly pulling this down and across the line that I've made, and I'm not going all the way through. I'm going to do 2 cuts, and then the second one should bring me all the way through. There, I'm all the way through. At the second cut, I popped out of the groove, find the groove, jump back in. There it is. It's really starting to open up now. There. So that, oh, not at the end. So that's the process that we hope to do there. Okay. And then this one is going to be my last cut. This one should be pretty easy. There we go. So I made a cut there and I'm popping that off. We have a successful piece here. This is our subfloor. Okay, please put the subfloor off to the side and let's see if we can get another subfloor piece ready. So I'm looking here. I'm trying to manipulate this to give me the best left. I'm trying to like have the least waste. Let's try to get the next biggest piece next. Okay, so there's that. What about getting it out of there? Let me check your dimensions on this. That's really close to a half. I'm going to call this a 1/2 inch also. This I want to improve the measurement for you. I want to give you an actual 1.9. I want to give you an actual fraction that you can get off of your tape measure. That is 1 7/8. 1 7/8 inches there. Let's see if this is the same. Nope, this is different. This is 2 1/16. No, 2 1/8. Okay. This you should be able to eyeball when you're aligning your piece. So, this seems like a really easy one. Let's just get that. Can we get that? I'm going to try to get this later. I think we'll have enough room. If I do that, oh, I see what's happening. I'm trying to make an efficient use of these materials, which is not easy. I'm just going to pretend like I did this. I just cut this piece off right there and see if there's enough for me to get. No. Yes, barely. Barely. It seems pretty wasteful to go about it in that direction, though. Well, it says we need some gussets. So we're supposed to cut some gussets out of here also. That's going to be tough. This is really a hard part of this project is estimating which is the best way to get these materials out of this piece. But we'll just do the best we can. I'm going to try to set it up the easiest way for you to cut it. And just go from there and see what happens. If I make a mistake, that's okay. So here we're going up 1/2 inch. And then we're going in 2 1/8. And then we're going up to the edge. So from here to here, that's a pretty straight shot. And so we'll just make sure that this is also 1/2 inch up. Okay. Okay. That's looking good. That's looking good. Okay, that looks like our pattern there. And I think it's just a little too small there to get it. But you know what? Subfloor 1. Oh, that's just for this. That's just for this section. So I'm going to get it out of here. I'm going to get it out of here because this is not as essential as it might appear. So let's cut this piece. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And you're only cutting about half of the way through the first pass. Okay. There we go. Check. Wonderful. It's very close. I'm a little off, but I think that that's acceptable. Now let's get this other subfloor piece. And I cut through my paper, but that is what it is sometimes. I'm going to get this piece from a little bit higher up. This width is 1 inch. This piece is 1 inch wide. So I'm going to go off of this edge to make sure I get enough of it. That's good there. And then this is the other piece here. And then I'm going to slowly go all the way down. There we go. And we're out. The subfloor piece is cut. Successful. This is what we have for the rest of the pieces on sheet 3. It looks like we're going to be making some gussets. I think that we'll easily have enough for the rest of these gussets. We'll need 2 of each of them. Let's put this to the side for now. I don't want to finish that up just yet. Okay, so that was that. This side, this piece of this sheet is done. I'm going to take out my nails. Okay, that's done. So we're completely done with this piece, but I just really like this isometric view. well, this is an isometric or a trimetric view of this drawing. And it allows us to see the three-dimensional aspects of what's happening. Now, what I'm noticing is we've just cut here, and I don't know where that other piece is. So like, let's look at this. So like this one is going here, like that's that piece. And then here it is. That's it. That's the configuration. So that corner. In orientation to this drawing, this is what's going to happen. That. Okay? And then that will go into the corner. And then the walls will go up of that. So let's just see what that would look like. You know, it's good to check this as we go, just to make sure we're doing things right. The window is on the left and the door is on the right. So the window is on the left and the door is on the right. Yep. Wow. That's looking great. That's looking really great. And then we have a wall section that looks like it's coming out right there. Okay? So that's the orientation that we're doing. And I tried to align it with the drawing that we have right here. Okay, very excited about just checking as we go to make sure that everything makes sense. Because if you make a mistake, it's not a problem if you catch it early enough. Then maybe you'll only waste a little bit of material. But if you make a mistake after you've built a whole wall, yeah, wow is right. Wow is right. It was all going together very, very nicely. So yeah, it's very exciting to see it go together. Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense in each of the individual pieces, but you know, we walk into a room, and the room is comprised of all these pieces: the stud structure, the joists, all of these braces, and all of these headers. Everything that's there is just really a part of the whole process. But what we see when we walk inside of a house is the finish work. And finish work is much different than framing. Okay? So again, framing, this is what we're doing. We're doing something called framing, and that is we could call it the bones or the structural aspect of a house. So we're totally done with this sheet. I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I'm going to refer to the more complex version. The flow of this makes more sense. And I know not all of you have the big one, but that's okay. I'm just trying to make sense of everything. So we finished this. We tested this. This looks good. We're looking at the second one. I built this, okay, or we built this together. This is talking about the foundation and the footing. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I really like what I'm seeing here. These little blocks. I might do some blocks just to make this pop up a little bit more. I'm gonna explore this. And my idea would be, how do I make blocks that look like this, that are the right size, that we can build upon? And so here, where it says footing, this would be The footing and the foundation are very similar, but there are differences between this. I think these are all poured at one time. These are poured of cement. Oh, no, excuse me, this is concrete. And I think it would be nice if we had that structure to put our floor on. Okay, so I'm gonna look and see what it would take to do that. And now that I have the floor and I have this other drawing, then I think that will make more sense of it. So in looking at where we're going, I see an opportunity to go a little bit deeper with this diagram and actually cut out some other wood pieces to build upon. And we have plenty of wood so that I could conceivably cut out more pieces so that you have a stand to build this, this up from the bottom. Okay, so where we're going next, I'm thinking it's going to be this. This looks like it's the floor, but if I can get some of this stuff going, which is not included with the model, but I think I could make something like that, then I think it would make this next section make more sense to you. So, yep. What a great amount of progress for today. Very excited about how things are progressing. And that's a great spot to just stop for the day.